Welcome to Doha in Qatar, the latest stop on the World Tour of Whisper, Women's International Squash.
This tournament was a bit distinguished from the rest by having different faces in the final and the semi-final. So I think a change in the tournament and having new champions pushing the older ones out of the tournament is a good thing for the game.
I know that the Qatar Squash Federation, are making great efforts to progress squash as a sport here. How is that progression going?
Well, at the moment we're starting with grassroots levels in all the clubs. We're starting new facilities are being built in different clubs in Doha. Plus there's a renovation. We're going to be having around 9 courts added to this complex and a facelift. So I think within the 4 or 5 years you're gonna start hearing some names showing up I hope in the circuit and the PSA circuit.
In the first semi-final, the world #1 Carol Owens of New Zealand defeated Australia's British Open champion Rachael Grinham 10-8, 9-6, 9-7.
Carol, does that make up for the British Open defeat?
Yeah, very much so. Your last defeat's always in the back of your mind when you go home and train, and you don't train to lose, that's for sure. And I wanted that British Open pretty badly, and sometimes when you want something really badly, you never get it. So I'm pretty happy with today, and see how we go tomorrow.
I think I made a few too many mistakes, which cost me, crucial points at times. Especially, the second game I just almost threw away with mistakes. But the other 2 games were quite close, and it just depended on who held it together in the end. But Carol was a completely different person today. Like at the British Open, she was just completely on the defence. She wasn't attacking, and made a lot of mistakes. So today she was much more herself again, and it's hard to deal with that when she's cracking the ball, and that doesn't give me as much time to do anything.
In the second semi-final, America's Natalie Grainger upset England's world #2 Cassie Jackman 8-10, 9-5, 9-1, 9-2.
To be honest, I came here just with no expectations at all, just to basically play my hardest. I must say, when I walked on the court with Cassie, I got a grin on my face because I knew it was going to be a challenge. She's a great player, and it was kind of exciting, the prospect of a challenge and a hard match, so it was good.
What are your thoughts going into the final against Carol?
I'm going to have to bring my best game to beat her, but we'll see what happens. I've seen her moving really well, picking up a lot of balls, which is important on this court especially. It's so dead, or can be vicious in the back corners, in the front. So I'm looking forward to playing Carol and see what happens.
Carol Owens, New Zealand serving, Natalie Grainger, USA receiving. Best of 5 games, love all.
So Carol Owens from New Zealand in the blue, serving at the start of the Qatar final. And her opponent, Natalie Grainger from the USA.
Yes, lad.
And
yes,
these two are real United Nations combination. There's Carol. She was born and brought up in Australia, but now represents New Zealand.
Yes, let's level.
And Natalie Grainger, born in England, grew up in South Africa, moved back to England, and then met an American, married and moved to America, and now represents the USA, the highest ranked player in the history of American squash.
Handout, level.
That's Natalie Grainger in the white, winning that rally with a good length into the back left corner. Both players just feeling out this court in the early stages of this final. It's a very tight volley from Grainger, tight down the wall. Same again on the backhand. In goes the drop shot. Very well crafted rally by Natalie Grainger.
1 love.
Gets the first point of the final. Planting the feet.
Down.
And there's Natalie Grainger putting that volley into the tin.
Love 1.
It's interesting when players make mistakes like that. The ball coming into the body is not the easiest shot to play.
1-1.
There we're seeing one or two mistakes, early mistakes from Natalie Grainger. It's loose down the middle. Owens hoists it into the back left corner.
Down.
Natalie Grainger firing in a forehand boast.
Out. 1-1.
That's a shot where the ball hits the side wall, then the front wall. Here it goes, and leaving Carol Owens stranded.
Out.
And this will be the venue for the 2006 Asian Games. Wonderful setting here. The great news for squash, they're adding 9 new courts to the venue.
Handout. 1-1.
But Carol Owens dominating the women's world scene since the retirement of Sarah Fitzgerald.
Out.
That's out from Owens, that forehand cross court, just clipping the
2-7.
out of court line.
Handout.
And Carol Owens attacking that serve with a forehand volley. And Natalie
7-2.
Grainger slightly off balance as she moved forward, so Carol Owens 7-2 ahead. Lob serve. Drives it deep. In goes the short volley. Drop from Grainger, lob from Owens. Off the back wall from Grainger. Owens drives it deep. Now she's sat up at the front, but sends it deep again.
Down.
And that's down from Grainger. Owens on game ball.
8-2 game ball.
Grainger a long way down. Let's see what she can pull out of the bag here. Lob from Owens. Grainger drives it cross court. And that's a tight ball from Natalie down the forehand line. She shaped to play the drop shot, but just flicked it deep, and that ball stayed glued to the right-hand wall. Good stretch from Grainger. Down the middle from Owens. Tight again from Grainger.
Down.
Mistake from Owens. So Grainger just sensing
3-8.
a little bit of daylight here. She's back to 3-8. Let's see if she can put a run of points together.
Down.
Well, Owens attacking the serve and putting the ball in the tin with that forehand
4-8.
volley. Giving Grainger some encouragement.
Straight, Grainger.
Stroked Grainger.
And a quick run of points here for
5-8.
Natalie. That was a stroke straight away again off the serve. Loose ball from Carol Owens. So she's back to 5-8. Good driving from Grainger down the backhand line. Slices it cross court. Good lob from Owens. But that's in the tin from Grainger.
Handout. 8-5 game
So
ball.
Carol Owens back on game ball. 8-5. Serving from the right-hand box. Another high lob. Grainger drives it deep, back right corner. Solid stuff from both players. In goes the drop.
Handout.
That was a
5-8.
tight ball from Grainger. Carol Owens just asking the referee, was that good? Yes, it was, came the answer. So Natalie Grainger once again battling her way back into this opening game in the Qatar final and winning a point with a straight forehand that raced down the right-hand wall.
6-8.
6-8. Seven-8 Grainger. She's found her form a little bit late, but she's pulled 5 or 6 points together here. It's a
7-8.
great run. And that is an amazing shot. Tight backhand.
8-all.
So Natalie Grainger from 8-2 down has come back to 8-all. And Carol Owens has set 2, so it's the first player to reach 10 points. Will take this opening game.
Set 2.
An amazing turnaround from Natalie Grainger. Again, solid backhand volley, tight again. She steps forward, fires in the boast. Cross court from Owens. Volley boast from Grainger, drop from Owens. Big cross court drive. And now Grainger goes to game ball 9-8. There we see Natalie Grainger moving forward, driving that ball beyond Carol Owens' reach. It's loose down the middle.
Yes, let ball. 9-8, game ball.
So Natalie Grainger now serving for the game. Volley drop from Grainger. Great volley.
Yes, let. Yes,
another let ball. Carol Owens moving through. Couldn't quite get in her swing. Skid boast from Carol Owens. Ball flying high around the court.
Down.
And Owens now wins the rally, wins back the serve.
Hand out, 8-9.
8-9 down. So now Carol Owens serving from the right. And serves out. 8-9 down.
Hand
and
out.
The world's number 1
9-8.
player serves out of court. I'm sure all club players will like to see that. Proves the top players are human after all. Grainger now stepping up the pace. Making fewer errors than she did at the start of the match. And the pressure now on Owens. That's tight. Good squash from both players.
Stroke to Owens.
And they're very tight.
Stroke to Owens.
Shot from Owens,
Hand
but
out.
not so tight
8-9.
from Grainger. So Carol Owens back in with a shout. 8-9 down. Let's see if this serve stays in. Another high lob, just inside the out-of-court line. Good volley from Owens, 9-all. So Owens now on game ball again.
9-all, game ball.
So Owens serving from the left box this time, bounces the ball, serves. Grainger, cross-court volley. Volleys it short. Owens no way through. 9-all. Game ball to Grainger.
Out, 9-all, game ball.
She's stuck in that backhand volley, sent Carol Owens scrambling, and she's put the volley into the tin off the serve. Opening game to Natalie Grainger. She's hitting a rich seam of form here, Natalie Grainger.
Yes, let 5-2.
Gets a let ball. There you can see a gentle collision in mid-court.
Down.
And then Carol Owens, tired-looking backhand
6-2.
drop shot into the tin. Grainger racing away with this game, 6-2. But Owens countering quickly with a great volley into the nick. Grainger says that ball's down.
Hand out, 2-6.
Here we see Owens, cross-court volley kill. Owens instantly gets the serve back. Tight drop from Grainger. This time Owens lobs to get out of trouble.
Down.
But then fires the forehand
Hand out,
drive
6-2.
into the tin. She's not constructing any rallies of great length or patience at the moment, Carol. And Natalie Grainger picking up point after point and errors from her opponent. Owens slices cross court. Grainger comes in with a drop, but that one is down. just see she was slightly off balance as she went forward. Just a little bit close to the ball.
Down.
And now Grainger hitting that
3-6.
forehand drive into the tin. Good view there of Natalie Grainger volleying the serve, keeping it tight down the right-hand wall. And then backhand drop again, a very, very tight shot, unplayable.
6-3.
Owens stranded in mid-court. Great technique from Natalie Grainger.
No let.
No let.
Backhand
7-3.
volley winner again. Owens asks for a let in vain.
You're out of position. Totally out of
Continues the
position. You wouldn't have
discussion.
reached it. No let.
There you can see she was a long way from the ball.
7-3.
Grainger 7-3 ahead. Owens attacks the serve. Drop from Grainger. Leaping backhand volley from Grainger. And then Natalie Grainger leaves Carol Owens stranded in mid-court with that backhand volley boast that
8-3
takes
game
her
ball.
to game ball. 8-3. Tries the same tactic and Owens
Yes, let.
drops.
8-3 game ball.
Grainger gets the let ball. There's Wendy Danzy, the marker, making the announcements. Obviously, Carol Owens not happy with that decision. But there you can see Natalie Grainger making every effort to get through.
Down.
Grainger going for the winner, hitting the volley into the tin.
Hand out. 3-8.
Let off for Owens. So the top seed now serving from the right box, 3-8 down. Stretching for that one, sending it deep. Grainger chasing to get the ball back. In goes the drop, counter drop from Owens. And the crowd loving that one. Good movement from Carol Owens. She read
4-8.
Grainger's drop shot and flicked the ball cross court. 4-8. Let's see if Owens can conjure up the kind of comeback that Grainger produced in that first game. In goes the drop again. But good recovery from Grainger. She was in a very difficult position.
Hand out. 8-4 game ball.
Good squash from both players. Grainger now serving for the game. Backhand volley drop. Volley's deep again. Sat up in the middle. It's in the nick. Volley again. Great attacking squash from Natalie Grainger. And brilliant retrieving from Carol Owens. And that time Owens getting out of trouble. The forehand volley. There, she's playing it off the wrong foot, but just slots it in, and Natalie Grainger too far to run from back left to front right. So Carol Owens still in this game.
Yes let.
Yes,
Owens,
let. 4-8.
vociferous appeal. Gets the let again. 4-8 down. Natalie Grainger wipes her face. Gets ready to receive serve. Owens drives it deep. Grainger off the back wall. In goes the drop. Tight ball from Owens.
5-8.
Both players looking on top form at the front of the court.
Yes, let. 5-8.
Natalie Grainger just asking for the let off the serve. Some distraction in the audience, we think. It's in the middle from Owens.
Yes, let. 5-8.
Volley drop from Grainger, but Owens gets the let. Play the rally again. Tense moments in this final. There we can see the collision. Owens lobs, Grainger volleys. Not deep enough. That's deeper.
Yes, let 5-8.
Owens comes across behind, gets another
She
let.
thought you might be in front of
Grainger looking a little bit puzzled.
You were clear. Yes, let.
5-8.
Probably hoping Carol would have played that ball. But Owens just wipes her hands, gets ready to serve again. And some enthralling squash. That's great movement by Owens. She read the intent by Grainger, moved forward, covered the shot, and hammered the ball
6-8.
back past her. But there she's left rooted to the spot as Natalie Grainger fires in that post. Game ball again.
Yes, let.
Yes, let 8-6.
Mid-court collision, let ball. Both players get ready again as Grainger serves. Big cross-court, skid boast from Owens, volley from Owens, in short, Grainger drops, Owens drops. Tight ball again from the Kiwi,
Yes, let 8-6.
but Grainger gets the let. A wry smile from Carol Owens. Tight drop, but Grainger right in behind her. Gentle nudge in the back, and a let ball. Tight backhand volley from Owens. That was unplayable. It's getting closer and closer.
6-8.
6-8 Owens again. Let's see if she can get another point. But this time Grainger attacks the serve, hammers that volley cross-court smack into the nick.
8-6. Game ball.
8-6 again.
Yes, let.
Yes, let 8-6.
Ball through the middle. Let ball again. Carol Owens not happy. Squash of the highest quality, littered with the occasional loose one. Natalie Grainger, let's see if she can close out this game. But Carol Owens battling all the way. Grainger off the back wall, that's sat up. Owens drives, cross court. Grainger again. This time, Owens sends it deep down that forehand line.
Handout 6-8.
Amazing changes of fortune. The two dominant players in women's squash trading
Handout 8-6.
point for
Game
point.
ball.
But this time Grainger gets the serve back. Game ball again. Tight from Owens. She attacked the serve. Kept that
Handout
backhand
6-8.
volley clinging to the wall. There was nothing there for Natalie Grainger to hit. That's loose. In goes the drop. Grainger volley sends Owens twisting side to side. She's back in the rally. Both goes short. Drop from Grainger. Drive from Owens. And that time, that forehand cross-court drive beyond the reach of Natalie Grainger. So Carol
7-8.
Owens pulls it back to 1 point, 7-8. Bounces the ball before serving.
Down.
And that time the drop shot goes in the tin.
Handout 8-7. Game ball.
So Natalie Grainger serving for the game once again from the left-hand box. Tight drive, that's loose, and there, Grainger shows her how it should be done. Slices in that backhand drop. Natalie Grainger leads this Qatar final 2 games to love.
Game to Grainger. 2-1.
The boast from Owens, followed by the backhand drive. Good recovery work by Grainger, but that was 1 run too far. She didn't fancy the big diagonal back left to
Handout
front right,
1-2.
as Owens sliced the ball cross court.
Down.
But then Grainger countering
Hand out 2-1.
with a drive that dies in the back right corner. It's been a fascinating encounter, this. With both players playing some magnificent squash, mixed with a few mistakes, and it's the one who puts together the most consistent squash and the fewest errors. And that's the key to success for Grainger. Owens just making a few mistakes too many, allowing that first game to slip away from 8-2 ahead. Now Grainger putting that ball down off the serve. Owens serving 2-all, third game.
That's good.
Hand out 2-all.
And Owens' body language there giving away the fact that she's not actually playing at her best this week in Qatar. She misses home. She doesn't always enjoy life on the tour.
Hand out 2-all.
And certainly Carol's been making noises that the end of her career might not be too far away. And I think when players start to say things like that, you have to question their commitment, whether they want to go through the pain barrier match after match, whether they want to do the flying all over the globe for tournaments,
3-2.
and whether they want to put it in where it matters on that court.
3-2.
But Carol Owens has said that if she is to retire, she wants to go out at the top. And I'm sure she'll be battling all the way through this match against Natalie Grainger.
Hand out 2-3.
It's not in her nature to give points away, games away, or matches away.
Down.
Grainger again, that volley into the tin.
Hand out 3-2.
Footwork not quite what it should be. But there punishes Owens with that forehand volley. Owens
Hand out 2-3.
claiming the ball was down. Referee disagrees. Grainger serves again. Serves at the body this time. Interesting tactic. Forehand drive too tight. Owens gets a no-let. Stands there staring at the sidewall, shaking her head. So Grainger serving from the left. Tight backhand from Owens, that's loose. Back down the line again, this time short, cross-court from Grainger. Wins again, that ball dying behind the right service box.
From the right. 4-3.
So Grainger squeezes ahead, 4-3.
That's it.
Owens wins
Hand
back
out
the serve.
3-4.
Good backhand squash from both players. Grainger flicks it cross court, straight drive.
Stroke to
Grainger comes
hand
behind
out.
her and gets the
4-3.
penalty stroke.
Down.
Carol Owens off the serve puts that
5-3.
backhand volley in the tin. Grainger moves 5-3 ahead, just 4 points away from victory. But Owens responds in typical fashion, attacking the serve with a forehand
Hand out
boast.
3-5.
The ball hits the side wall, hits the front wall, and dies at the front of the court. There's that slice cross court. What a beautiful shot into the nick.
4-5.
Carol Owens. 4-5 as Natalie Grainger sorts out a ribbon in her hair. Owens serves, Grainger, forehand volley. Tight volley drop by Owens, she's level. Loose cross court from Grainger.
5-all.
Owens in mid-court, pushes in the volley drop. 5-all. Owens scampering around to get out of trouble and gets a penalty stroke. Grainger, loose forehand.
6-5.
Big distance for Carol Owens to cover there on that court. But cover it she did. Good anticipation by Owens. Once again, Grainger goes short on the forehand. Owens is right behind her.
7-5.
Volleys the ball deep. Owens 7-5 ahead. She's not finished yet, far from it. That's loose from Grainger.
Yes, let.
Yes, let 7-5.
Let ball Owens. Maybe expecting a little bit more. In the tin from Grainger. Owens on game ball.
8-5 game ball.
8-5 to Owens. Well, let's see if Carol Owens can hold this one together. We've seen her squander a succession of game balls in the first game. And Grainger wins that one back with a forehand drive.
Handout 5-8.
Again, serves towards Owens' body.
Down.
Carol Owens backhand volley into the tin.
6-8.
Grainger 6-8. There's the boast, drop shot from Grainger, winning point, 7-8.
7-8.
She had to move quickly forward onto that boast. But again, textbook backhand drop shot. Lob from Owens into that corner, graveyard corner. Good squash from both players. A little whoop of delight from Natalie Grainger as she got forward onto that reverse angle from Owens.
2.
And now 8-all. Grainger serving from the left and serves into the nick. Absolutely stunning shot. Takes Grainger to match ball.
9-8 match ball.
Grainger serving 9-8, right box. An ace off that last serve. This time she serves into Owens' body. High from Owens. High again, cross court. Grainger volleys. High from Owens. Grainger goes short, volleys short. Cross court from Owens. That time Owens escapes. Winning cross court.
Handout 8-9.
8-9, Owens serving. Grainger so close to taking this final. She's got to regroup. Get this serve back, but that ball's out. Owens on game ball again, 9-all. Owens serving from the left. Grainger drives.
Yes, let.
Let ball.
9-all.
Tension
Game
mounts. 9-all. Owens serving. World number 1. Top seed here in Qatar. She's trailing 2 games to love. That's down from Grainger. And Owens wins that 3rd game. An amazing turnaround. Carol Owens takes that 3rd game. It's Grainger leading 2 games to 1.
3.
So Carol Owens mounting a fierce challenge. She's got her nose in front again. Serves from the left. Grainger volleys cross court. There's the boast.
Yes, let.
Owens
4-3.
drops. Grainger comes in, gets the let.
Right there. That's quite enough comment, Miss Owens. Thank you. No more comment, please.
4-3.
Carol Owens is absolutely furious.
Quite enough.
Four, 3.
There, Carol Owens doing the commentary. Not happy with that decision. You heard the referee William Winter say that's quite enough comment.
Down.
Miss Owens, but on the game goes. Owens instantly makes a mistake. And at every level of the game, how often do you see that? A player take their mind off the job, get engaged in debates with the referees and lose their concentration. But there another backhand into the tin from Grainger. That's 3 in a row. Natalie now talking quietly to herself, mouthing a few silent instructions. It was Carol who was turning up the volume. And let's see if Carol Owens can settle. Once again, she's leading 4-3. Natalie Grainger at the front, drives it cross court. In goes the backhand drop. Forehand drop, winning drop from Grainger. Good rally, good squash.
Hand out. 3,
Crowd
4.
loving it. So Natalie Grainger wins back the serve, 3-4. She's leading 2 games to 1. And there, that one's back in the groove, that backhand drop shot. Level at 4-all. Great volley from Owens at full stretch, but Grainger
5-4.
follows that with an even better shot, goes 5-4 ahead. And Natalie Grainger turning the tables once again. It's a real seesaw match. The lead going one way, then the other.
Right side.
Grainger gets another let. And Owens, no comment this time. There we can see Carol's body position just a little bit in the way. Drives it deep, that's tight. Volley drop, that's sat up at the front. Ball called not up.
4-5.
So Owens gets the serve back, 4-5 down.
Hand out. 5-4.
That's a winning length from Grainger. Owens was in a good position, but the ball just clinging to the side wall on this cold, cold court.
Yes, let. 5-4.
Good controlled squash from both players. Owens talking again.
The ball was going back very slowly. By the time it got back, she was clear. Yes, let.
5-4.
Owens gets the let. And telling the referee she thought she should have got a stroke.
5-4.
Grainger serving 5-4 ahead, leading 2 games to 1. 4 points away from taking the Qatar title.
No let.
And Owens gets a no let. She's standing at the front of the court, dropped her racket, hands on hips. There's the drop shot from Grainger. Owens comes in behind,
No
racket
let.
up.
6-4.
But that ball's bounced twice. That's why she got a no let. Tight stuff again down the backhand wall. Both players just waiting for the loose one, and there it is. Let ball again. Grainger serves from the left box. Backhand drop, lob from Owens, off the back wall by Grainger. Drop from Owens. Grainger quickly to the front. Cross-court drive, not deep enough. In goes the short one, and that's a great shot from Natalie Grainger. Another clinger.
Right side.
Forehand slice, and that ball just sticking to the side wall. Despite Carol Owens' best efforts, Grainger gets nearer to this title. That's why she is punching the air, but Owens responds with that forehand volley drop.
Handout 4-7.
And there we see Natalie Grainger stranded in the back left corner as the volley went in from Owens. But Owens snatches that shot, the forehand volley
7-4.
in mid-court. She slams it into the tin. Natalie Grainger 2 points away from the title, 7-4 ahead. Short ball again, she's now on match ball. An identical shot. Great stuff here from Grainger, now match ball, slices it in. Let's see if this is the big finish. There's the drop. Owens lobs. Deep from Grainger, that's the winner, Natalie Grainger. Leaps with delight in the middle of the court. Natalie Grainger, the Qatar champion. She beats the top seed, Carol Owens from New Zealand, 3-1. A delighted Grainger, a dejected Owens. The title goes to America.
I'm so happy at the moment. Can't quite believe it, really. I've had a really tough year, and it seems to all come together in this tournament, and obviously leading up to the World Open next week. But you know, 6 weeks ago I lost in the first round of the US Open, so had to have a little think and some time out, and I'm back and I'm loving my squash, and all's gone well.
How did you feel it though? Everything was going brilliantly. You're leading 2-love. And then you lost the third game from a winning position. What did you feel then? Did you think, oh, this is a comeback coming here?
Well, after I nailed that serve on the nick, you know, to go 9-8, I was like, yes, come on, this is obviously my lucky day. This is going well. You know, and Carol dug deep, and God, those game points are like the hardest points in the world to win against her. She just never stops, and when she won that third game, I was like, God, not again. You know, here we go, 3-2. Me and Carol have our battles in the past, and most of them have gone to 5. And I have to say, I came back out again. I was just like, damned if I was going to go to 5 this time.
But you got it back together again. Fantastic win, and perfect preparation for next week now.
Yeah, perfect preparation. I'm ecstatic. I've had a fantastic week. Just couldn't ask for anything more, really, and squash seemed to come together, and moving well and hitting the ball well, and to be perfectly honest, I think the best thing is I'm having loads of fun out there too.
Pretty disappointing today. I was feeling pretty flat after beating Rachael yesterday. Obviously I had a lot of adrenaline and I really got up for that match, and you know, 60 minutes for 3 games is pretty tough, and pretty tough on this court. You know, I did a lot of retrieving, and yeah, I just wasn't really on my game today. I mean, it was still reasonably close, but you know, even when I led 8-2 in the first game, I still, you know, didn't really have that strong desire to win, and it seems to be missing from me at the moment, and I'm going to have to find it before next week.
You seem to get things back together again in the third game, though. Did you then feel that you had a chance to peg it back to 2-2?
No, I never really felt in control of the match the whole way through. You know, even when I got the third game, you know, I just you know, as I said, I just felt flat. I didn't, you know, I felt very relaxed on there, and which is not normally me. You know, I just didn't have that hype that I needed and that aggression, and you know, I need aggression when I play squash, and it just wasn't there today.
You're still going to Hong Kong though, yeah?
Oh, I'm thinking about it. No, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there with bells on. I mean, I've got a pretty tough draw, but yeah, I've got to look to it and look to the challenge, I suppose.
And There's America's Natalie Grainger collecting her trophy. She is the Qatar Classic winner 2003. Join us next time for the big one, the World Open from Hong Kong, and more from Whisper Women's International Squash. Here we are in Hurghada, this fabulous resort on the Red Sea coast here in Egypt. This is the big tournament the players all look forward to, the Whisper Grand Prix. Sun, sea, sand and squash. And here are the girls getting ready for the first semi-final.
Hurghada International Championship, semi-final match between Rachael from Australia with Vanessa from England. Best of 5 game.
So Vanessa Atkinson serves
Best of 5 game.
to get this first semi-final underway. Against Rachael Grinham from Australia. Both players enjoying some good results this year. And here in this beautiful setting, you can see the Red Sea through that front wall of the court. And this court built on an island next to the fabulous Marriott Hotel, right on the beach. The girls love this tournament.
Stroke to edge.
First point to Rachael Grinham.
1 love.
Penalty stroke against Vanessa Atkinson, the English girl who moved to Holland when she was very young, and now the Dutch #1. Both these players in the last year or so cemented their places in the world top 6. Trading drops at the front of the court. Atkinson hitting that ball into the tin. 2-love Grinham. And Rachael Grinham actually is now based in Egypt, in Cairo. So enjoying a bit of home support here on this balmy evening with the yachts in the background.
Top, hand out, love 2.
There's Vanessa Atkinson serving high, lob serve, forcing Grinham deep. Grinham making Atkinson move and forcing the error with that boast. That's a shot off the sidewall. And there, what a fabulous view of this court. This glass court set on an island, surrounded by spectators. You can see the lovely yachts in the background. One of the most glorious settings anywhere on the global sporting calendar. And that's the wonderful thing with these glass courts, these portable courts. You can set them up anywhere. Professional squash for the men and women now playing in some wonderful venues right around the world. And this one in Hurghada rivals the very best. Atkinson hammering in that backhand drive, hard and low above the tin.
Hand out,
She wins back the serve. Grinham likes to go short. She's got great hands, great racket skills. And Atkinson putting that ball out.
And
Luckily
out.
it didn't end
2
up
love.
in the sea. And there another view of this fantastic setting. Out again from Atkinson.
Out.
That's
Out.
a
3
run
love.
of errors from the Dutch number 1. That's tight down the backhand line from Atkinson.
And out.
Grinham trying to flick that
Love
ball
3.
off the back wall. There we are, another view of the luxury yachts surrounding this venue. Sadly, the money in squash doesn't quite lead to that kind of wealth. With tournaments like this, the girls and the boys are getting some decent prize money. The game certainly growing in stature. Yeah, Grinham starting strongly.
And out. 3 love.
Big rally, that one. Atkinson again producing the error to finish the rally. Grinham goes short again. Both sides stretching Atkinson. Then working her deep. Going volleys short, and Vanessa having to do a lot of work. She realises she's
4
on the
love.
receiving end of some very intelligent, well thought out rallies from Grinham. That's a penalty stroke
Stroke to Atkinson.
to Atkinson.
Stroke to
Grinham's
Atkinson.
drive not
And out,
tight
love
enough
4.
to the side wall. Vicious backhand drive. That ball whistling past
And out.
Atkinson.
4 love.
And here in the night sky, the stars twinkling overhead. Some great squash down here on this glass court. And Grinham forcing
Grinham.
an
Stroke to
error once
Grinham.
again. 5 love to
5
Grinham.
love.
Atkinson responds with a hard, low forehand kill.
And out.
Wins back
Love
the
5.
serve, but she needs some points on the board. Penalty stroke again
Stroke
to Grinham.
Stroke to Grinham.
Stepping up the
And out.
pace.
5 love.
Atkinson once or twice just not moving off her shot. And Grinham winning the penalty stroke. Both players trading lobs. You can see how quickly they moved in and out of that front right corner, but this time Atkinson works it deep.
And out. Love 5.
Love 5, opening game. There we could see that beautiful drop shot. Grinham moves it across court, but Atkinson volleys deep.
And out.
Grinham
5
quickly
love.
wins back the serve. 5 love, opening game. And there she hits it hard and low. I'm not sure if she meant that one, but
6
she'll
love.
take it. That ball just nicking. And Atkinson realising that maybe even the mishits are going Grinham's way tonight. The Grinham sisters, Rachael and Natalie, both enjoying outstanding success in the last year or two. It's a great era for Australian squash, men and women. And of course, the girls' game is slightly wide open now that Sarah Fitzgerald, a 5 times world champion,
7 love.
has retired from the tournament circuit. Grinham leading 7 love. Slicing that ball across court. Takes her to 8 love. Game ball.
8 love, game ball.
What a great start by the Australian. Slicing that volley again. Atkinson lobs. Grinham fierce cross court. Moving well, playing good squash. And there sends Atkinson the wrong way, and that's the first game to Rachael Grinham. There we see it again, game ball. Atkinson sucked into the front right corner.
Hand out 2-6.
And here we are in the 3rd game, Rachael Grinham leading 2 games to love and 6-2 up in the 3rd. Vanessa Atkinson wins back the serve. Let's see what she can do to stay in this match. Grinham playing this off the back wall. It sits up for Atkinson, but she hits it in the tin. And that's a very forlorn-looking Vanessa Atkinson. She did the hard work, sending her opponent into the back corner. Grinham plays the ball off the back wall, but Atkinson very upright. Body language, not good. Trailing 6-2, 3rd game. Grinham moving, twisting and turning, getting that ball back. Great view of that backhand attack. Atkinson goes short. Grinham covers the court brilliantly. Loose volley from Atkinson. Grinham really attacking, sensing victory. Working Atkinson corner to corner, and again forcing the error from her opponent. She throws her racket across the floor in disgust. Grinham now just 2 points away from a place in the final. Here we see that well-played drop. Atkinson flicks it deep. Grinham cross courts. And they're turning out of the back corner. And there's the volley. And a little boast from Grinham. Good rally from the Australian. Well-worked, intelligent, thoughtful squash.
Down.
That drop shot in the tin.
3-7.
Atkinson's got another point on the board. 3-7, 3rd game. Atkinson lobs, forces Grinham deep. But slice volley from Grinham. Took that beautifully. Atkinson slow to respond. Grinham wins back the serve. You can see that beautiful slice. And that died before Vanessa Atkinson could respond.
Down.
And that's in the tin. Takes Grinham 8-3, match ball.
8-3, match ball.
Now Rachael Grinham serving from the left. That's down the middle. That's loose. Just stayed in. Both players working this ball deep. Grinham first to go short.
Yes, lad. Yes, lad.
Atkinson gets match ball let. Grinham serving 8-3. And there's Vanessa Atkinson facing defeat. 8-3 down. Final game. Well, 3rd game. Maybe not the final game. If she can pull out a spectacular recovery. Good drop, but Grinham scampering across to dig the ball out with that lob. Atkinson in short. Grinham works her to the back, and that's out. And Rachael Grinham wins 3 games to love. The Australian is in the final.
Yeah, this is I'm having some great results at the moment, and even Vanessa is in good form at the moment. So I'm really happy to have beaten her 3 love tonight.
You seem to have so much confidence tonight.
Yeah, you know, I think last week actually I started off my tournament having in the first round only just winning in 5, but as I went through the tournament, I managed to get more confidence, and coming off those results last week, I've just come into this tournament really on full confidence, and I just feel like I can do anything. So hopefully that's going to continue tomorrow.
Second semi-final, Carol Owens of New Zealand in the yellow tops serving against Cassie Jackman of England in the white top. Great match in prospect. 2 former world champions. It's in the tin from Owens. There's Cassie with the blue headband. An amazing recovery to top-class squash after 2 serious back operations in the last 2 years. She won the World Open title in Seattle in '99. She's holding her back there. Not looking too comfortable there, Cassie.
Are you okay, Miss Jackman?
That's not something you want to be feeling at the start of a semi-final match against a player like Carol Owens, who can twist you and turn you all over the court. But Owens putting that ball down. Hopefully the warm weather here in Egypt will help Cassie's back to stay supple through this match. Here we've got a great view of that backhand line. You can see the way players move in and out of the back corner, get to the tee, ready for the next shot. And Cassie Jackman of England getting the first point on the board, leading 1-0 against the top seed, Carol Owens from New Zealand. And Cassie slicing that backhand cross-court to go 2-love ahead. And going for a fabulous forehand kill. Gets a flat nick in the front right corner. The nick is where the sidewall joins the floor. And if you can get that ball into the nick, it usually dies and rolls across the floor. Absolutely unplayable. Great start by Cassie Jackman. Let's hope that little back twinge is not too serious. And she's looking in good form, 4-love ahead. And this appreciative Egyptian crowd enjoying this semi-final. One of the great squash-playing nations, Egypt. And Carol Owens getting the serve back, love 4. We've always had a great history of Egyptian men in the upper order of the world game, but now the junior program in Egyptian squash is so professional, so successful. Wave after wave of young boys and girls now coming through.
1-4.
Owens gets the first point on the board. There we can see the crowd loving this squash. Very knowledgeable audience. Cassie at full stretch there. That ball was so tight from Carol.
2-4.
She could not dig it off the sidewall. 2-4 Owens. Born in Australia, but now representing New Zealand. She won the World Open title in Edinburgh in 2000. But Cassie going for that big kill again, this time hits the tin.
3-4.
So Owens pulls it back to 3-4. Great competitor, Carol Owens. A very stylish player. There you can see the crowd just enjoying the squash. Cassie being moved through that diagonal.
Down.
put that ball down into the tin, and there we've got another view of this spectacular setting here in Hurghada. Carol Owens 5-4 ahead. Cassie's not moving too well at the moment. Lovely suntan. All the girls love this tournament. They practice for half an hour or so on the court during the midday sun, and then get some top-up tan on the beach, maybe a bit of scuba diving. And then after play in the evening, retire to the hotel for some gourmet food in this fabulous array of hotel restaurants. Certainly one of the great stopping off points on the world tour. Cassie drilling that ball into the front right nick again.
And out. 4-6.
Well, it's been an interesting start. Cassie winning 4 points in a row, then Carol Owens winning 6 points in a row. Loose from Owens, stroke to Jackman, 5-6. There's Carol having a quiet chat with the referee. Not happy with the decision, but no chance of changing it. She likes a nice chat, does Carol, on and off court. And Cassie now attacking, desperate to get back into this match. That's loose from Carol, but Cassie very upright as she put that ball into the tin.
6-5.
And that was begging to be put away. Cassie putting the ball into the tin. That was loose again. Stroke to Owens. This time Cassie Jackman shakes her head. Owens goes 7-5 ahead. First game in the Whisper Grand Prix finals here in Hurghada. Beachside court. Fabulous setting and some wonderful squash from the top girls in the world. And Carol Owens covering the court brilliantly, but that time Cassie Jackman slices that cross court beyond her reach. And there a fabulous view from the hotel looking down to the court as this semi-final unfolds, with Carol Owens of New Zealand leading Cassie Jackman of England 7-6 in this opening game. Spectacular setting. With some quality squash. Cassie Jackman from Norfolk. Two of the great attackers here in this match.
Stroke to Owens.
So that's a stroke from Carol Owens. Loose ball down the middle from Cassie. And she's stepping forward well, but that was tight from Owens. Tight backhand. Takes her to game ball, 8-6. Loose from Owens, but she doesn't get away with it. Cassie puts in a volley drop, front left corner. Wins back the serve, 6-8 down. Opening game. Cassie bounces the ball on the floor, serves from the right. Carol Owens, high volley return. Brilliant shot from Cassie Jackman, slicing that backhand cross-court. Hard, fast, and low and wide beyond Owens' reach. 7-8. Down from Owens, 8-all. Owens calls set 2. So it's the first to 10 is the winner. There's Cassie Jackman. serving from the right again. Very tense moment in this semi-final here in Hurghada. Rachael Grinham of Australia already in the final. Tight ball from Owens. In the tin from Jackman. So 8-all. Opening game. Both players working it high down the backhand. Jackman attacks with a volley. Owens covers the ball very quickly. Slices in that backhand volley drop. Takes her to game ball, 9-8. Good movement followed by a quality winner from Carol Owens. Now she's serving for the game. Owens takes it off the back wall. Both players driving firmly and fiercely. But that's down. The first game, Carol Owens. And now we rejoin this semi-final in the third game. Carol Owens leading by 2-love. And by 5-love in this third game, Cassie Jackman of England struggling to stay in the match. Owens now 6-love ahead. Serving from the left box. Carol Owens now dominating women's squash after the retirement of Sarah Fitzgerald from the World Tour. And there Owens hitting that ball down the middle. It looked like the ball actually hit Cassie's racket, in which case that's a penalty stroke to Owens. Let's see that again. Now Cassie hits the ball, that backhand volley. Owens, it's down the middle. She turns, and there you can see the ball hits Cassie Jackman's racket. That's sadly a penalty stroke to Owens. She's leading 7-love. Third game. A great view through the front wall. Owens attacking. Cassie going short, lobbing deep. Owens backhand volley. Cassie fires it down into the tin. Owens, 8-love. Match ball to the New Zealander. Owens goes in short. Jackman lobs. Owens volleys. That's beyond Jackman's reach. Carol Owens wins that third game. So it's Owens v Rachael Grinham in the final.
You must be very disappointed.
I'm a bit, to be honest. I mean, I think at the first, whoever got the first game, it could have been a different story. I played really well in the first and just got a bit tired, to be honest. I mean, Carol dug in, and I'm obviously still getting back to full fitness from my back operation, but it was really hot on there, and I think sort of the fittest player won in the end.
Carol, you must be really pleased.
Yeah, obviously it's been sort of a long three tournaments. Been away now for 4 weeks, so to play 3 events in a row is always difficult, and I'm pleased to be in the final, and hopefully I'll get there and go home satisfied.
What kind of an opponent is Rachael?
Rachel's really fast improving. She's really tough, actually. She does a lot with the ball. You know, she's fast around the court, and this court's really going to suit her game. So I had a tough match with her last week. It wasn't so tough in Qatar because the court was quite dead, but these sort of conditions suit her. She trains in this environment, so yeah, she'll go into that final feeling quite confident, I'd say.
Hurghada International Championship 2003. This is the final match between Carol Owens from New Zealand and Rachael Grinham from Australia.
So here we are in the final. Carol Owens in the blue top from New Zealand against Rachael Grinham from Australia in the red. The final of the Whisper Grand Prix tournament here in Hurghada.
1-love.
The Red Sea Resort in Egypt. A spectacular setting on the beach. These two have met in several finals this year, and Owens has won every one. But Grinham starting well, sending Owens the wrong way. Getting the first point on the board. She's improved tremendously in the last year or so, Rachael Grinham. Based here in Egypt, in Cairo, gets lots of top quality competition and training from the coaches and the leading men's players. And a well-known player from a few years ago, Anthony Hill. Well-known Australian, both on and off court. Working hard with Rachael in Cairo.
1-2.
And she'll be looking to attack Carol Owens. Carol, not always the best starter, as we saw in the semi-final against Cassie Jackman. 4-love down, but came back to win the first game 10-8, and then powered her way through. But Owens settling well, back to 2-all. Grinham has this great slice. She really attacks players at the front of the court. She likes to hold the shot, delay the shot, commit her opponent, and then send the ball in the other direction. So Owens knows she needs to be on her toes. Grinham using a variety of angles in this rally, as you can see. Side wall, front wall, back corner. Owens plays a beautiful forehand drop from mid-court into the nick. She gets the lead, 3-2. Great rally from both players. Owens finishing with some style, real class. Full house crowd again for the final. It's down the middle from Grinham, stroke to Owens. 4-2 ahead, and there the lights twinkling around the court.
Knowledge. Hand out 2-4.
And Owens not happy with that decision. I think she thinks she should have got a stroke.
Boys 5, knowledge.
Hand out
Rachael
2-4.
Grinham happy to take it. Bouncing the ball on the floor before serving. Both players now working up and down the backhand line. Owens goes short with a boast, but Grinham finishes off with a drop shot. 3-4.
Hand out 4-3.
Owens hitting that ball deep, forcing the error from Grinham. Hard serve towards the body. Made Grinham leap in that back left corner. Lob from Owens. Grinham falls deep again, flicks it up. In goes the drop. That's tight, and that's another winner. And that's another point for Carol Owens. 5-3 ahead, opening game. Owens really surging through now. Challenging Grinham. Saying, come on, wherever you want to put that ball, I'll chase it, I'll dig it out. Game on. Here we are in the final.
Yes, let.
And that ball skidding around. Let ball. So Owens in the blue, Grinham in the red and white. Both players attacking, looking to work the opening. And there's a mistake from Grinham, but it was a tight backhand from Owens that forced the error. The ball just clinging to that left-hand wall. She leads 6-3, opening game. And again, that cross-court drive beyond Grinham's reach, 7-3, Owens. She's really playing some good squash. Quality squash. Looking confident, looking composed. Working the ball around the court, hitting it tight, hitting it deep. She doesn't want to give the front half of the court to Grinham because she knows that's where she is at her most dangerous. So Owens doing what she has to do, working it deep and keeping it tight. Covering the court brilliantly and again chasing into the back corner. But a winner for Grinham. The young Australian
And out 3-7.
wins back the serve. 3-7, first game. And that was superb squash from both players. Volley boast from Grinham. Again, she's leaping through the air, working that ball deep again. Owens not having everything her own way in this first game. Grinham back to 4-7. Good lob from Owens. Slices it in that front left nick. Grinham's shot called not up. Getting a lot of results in that front left corner, Carol Owens, when it sits up, inviting that sliced drop. And she plays that shot as well as anyone. Loose from Grinham, deep from Owens. Owens attacking the volley. Slice cross court from Grinham. But Owens stepping forward, hitting that volley nick. Goes to game ball at 8-4. Grinham's cross court was not tight enough, not wide enough. Punished by Carol Owens. Grinham goes short, slices it into the front right corner.
And out 4-8.
Beautiful drop shot. So Grinham trailing 4-8 opening game. Both players driving. Grinham the first to go short with a backhand drop. In the forehand, in the tin from Owens. 2 more points for Rachael Grinham, back to 5-8. Working both front corners with some success. But not that time, slightly off balance.
8-5 game ball.
Backhand volley into the tin, Carol Owens on game ball, 8-5. Grinham works it high, goes for the forehand drive kill, but Owens moving well. Grinham thinking about volleying, leaves it to take it off the back wall. Sends Owens deep. Big rally this one, and that's down from Rachael Grinham. First game to Carol Owens, 9-5. Welcome back to the Whisper Grand Prix final. Third game, Carol Owens of New Zealand in the blue, leading 2 games to love against Rachael Grinham from Australia
1-love.
in the red top. And Owens, careless error, front left corner. Grinham leading 1-love. Tight ball from Grinham down the backhand line.
2-love.
2-love ahead. Let's see if the young Australian can get back into this match. She certainly started well.
Out.
That's out from Carol Owens, 3-love to Grinham.
3-love.
She's certainly attacking at the start of this third game. Stretching Owens, that was a great cross-court backhand volley slice.
4-love.
Just took Owens by surprise. 4-love Grinham. So Carol Owens, 2-love ahead, but now facing a fierce onslaught from Rachael Grinham. Drives it deep. Now off the back wall. That's sat up for Owens. That's in the tin. 5-love Grinham. Well, she had an amazing journey to this tournament. Decided to drive across the desert from Cairo to Hurghada. Car broke down. She got a bus to the venue. And here she is, motoring through this third game. But that time, Owens read the drop beautifully, moved forward, covered the shot. And Grinham creating all sorts of angles at the front of the court. And that was immaculate squash from both players, but Owens working the rally and forcing the error from Grinham. Owens serves, love 5 down. Grinham again, forehand volley slice. Owens has seen that one before.
1-5.
And Owens gets a point on the board in this third game. 1-5. Off the back wall from Grinham. Owens drops. Grinham lobs. This time Owens lobs. Two great athletes here on this court. They both move well. They both strike the ball firmly with great skill, great touch, but that time Grinham's cross-court drop, just hitting the top of the tin. Both players had to work hard in that rally. They were both sent short and deep. But Owens back in this match. Another mistake from Grinham into the tin again. 3 quick points for Owens. So that run of points for Grinham has dried up. And here we see that slice going down. Very relieved, Carol Owens. Grinham twice forced through the big diagonal, corner to corner. Owens now looking strong. Again, she's stretched from side to side. Beautiful shot from Carol Owens. That was a great rally. She had to work hard to stay in the rally because Grinham was attacking, holding those shots. Carol Owens hung in there and got the dividend. She's back to 4-5. Grinham puts the ball out, so Owens is back level from 5-love down to 5-all. So Carol Owens in the blue, serving. Just 4 points away from this Whisper Grand Prix title. And another mistake from Grinham, that ball down.
6-5.
6-5 Owens. She's unbeaten throughout 2003. She's won every major tournament she's entered. And that forehand drive
7-5.
takes her to 7-5. Third game, 2 points away from the title here in Egypt. So Grinham from being 5-love ahead, now 7-5 down. Owens, great volley. She's sending Grinham deep.
Out.
And that's out again from Rachael Grinham. Carol Owens on match ball, serving from the right, 8-5. Owens serves, moves quickly to the T position in mid-court. Grinham drops, Owens lobs, Owens drives. Volleys short. Lobs again. Grinham volleys. Big rally. And there we we see back left corner, great view of the squash. One of the longest rallies of the match on match ball. Owens can afford to be patient. Grinham knows she cannot afford a single mistake. Again, that slice cross court. Owens read it well. That's sat up for Owens. She drives it deep, but again, Grinham digs the ball out. This is a huge rally on match ball. Slice cross court, there's the drop. Cross court from Grinham. She's sent deep again, and there's the winning shot. What an incredible rally to finish the match. Carol Owens winning 3 games to love.
Rachael, I know you must be disappointed at losing tonight, but you must be pleased overall with this week.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed with my result tonight, but I'm a little disappointed that I didn't play as well as I think I could have. I just played Carol last week in Heliopolis, and you know I played very well, even though I lost in 3. But yeah, this week I feel like maybe my body's not quite up to it after 2 weeks of hard squash. I'm not quite used to that much squash, but yeah, overall I've had a great 2 weeks, and you know I'm really pleased with my results.
Carol, you must be delighted.
Yeah, more than delighted. 4 weeks away, 3 tournament wins. Couldn't be happier.
The crowd make you very welcome here, don't they?
Yeah, the crowd are awesome. I mean, they're great supporters of squash, just in general here in Egypt. In tough times, you know, they've managed to put on 2 events, and that's really, really good for the women's circuit.
Are you looking forward to a bit of a rest?
I'll probably take a week or 2 when I get back, regroup, refocus. We've got quite a bit on in New Zealand now. We've got our nationals coming up, and quite a few local events that I could still play in. And obviously to stay on top of the likes of Rachael, Vanessa, Tanya Bailey and all the up-and-coming players, I'm going to have to work that a little bit harder on my fitness, because obviously they're going to catch up to me soon. So yeah, it's going to be tough.
And you haven't got any silly ideas about retiring or anything yet?
Not while my body is injury-free, and while I'm still making money out of this game, no.
And there's Rachael Grinham of Australia, the runner-up, receiving her trophy. And here's a smiling Carol Owens, the Hurghada champion, 2003 from New Zealand. That win puts her back on top of the women's world rankings. And so after a great week here in the sun in Hurghada, a fabulous tournament in a wonderful setting, and that's good night from Egypt.